Hello and welcome to the virtual info session regarding EnCorps' volunteer STEMx Tutor program. My name is Ashley and I'm the STEMx Tutor Recruiter here at EnCorps. I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this recording. Here's a quick overview of the presentation. I will be talking about the mission and impact here at EnCorps. From there, I will go on to discuss our student demographics and partner schools. Additionally, I will discuss our program eligibility and application process. I will end by discussing tutor expectations and the support EnCorps provides for our tutors. I'd like to start off with the mission and impact here at EnCorps. We believe that STEM industry leaders bring technical skills, leadership, and real-world expertise to public schools to deliver an authentic, rigorous, and relevant STEM education for students who need it the most. We are tapping into a resource that no one else is tapping into to engage students in science and math. We run two programs, our STEM Teaching Fellowship for professionals that want to make a switch into middle or high school teaching, and our STEM Expert Tutors for professionals who want to volunteer 2 hours of their week to a middle school student. You might be wondering what type of student you would be tutoring. This is a sample of 2 schools that we partnered with in the Los Angeles area, Alliance MIT and the Accelerated Schools. As you can see, only 26.8% of students at the Accelerated School met or exceeded math standards in the most recent testing. Since math builds from year to year, students need one-on-one support to get caught up and set them up for success in high school, college, and a future career. Tutors work specifically with middle school students and cover foundational math, so that includes pre-algebra, algebra 1, and geometry. We have about 6 schools that we are working with this school year, and we expect to grow that list by the end of the school year. In order to be considered for a STEMx tutor position with EnCorps, you must meet one of the below eligibility scenarios. First, you can have a bachelor's degree with a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher, which does not have to be in a STEM field, and have at least 1 year of hands-on STEM experience, or have an advanced degree in a STEM field. You can be a junior or senior in a college-accredited STEM bachelor's program with a cumulative GPA of 2.5 or higher. 3, you can hold a professional certificate in a STEM field and have at least 1 year of hands-on STEM experience. And our 4th option is a current or former credentialed math teacher. I just want to also point out that all candidates must be eligible to work in the U.S. and currently live in the U.S. If you meet our eligibility requirements, this is what our application process looks like. First, all applicants must submit an online application. This application has about 3 screening questions, which is an opportunity for you to share a little bit more about yourself and your interest in tutoring. We ask that you write 3 to 4 sentences per question, and you do not need to include a resume. Once your application has been submitted, qualified applicants will be invited to a virtual group interview that takes about an hour or an hour and a half, depending on how large the group size is. During this interview, we do a brief presentation about EnCorps STEMx tutoring program, just to make sure everyone is on the same page. We also have a Q&A portion where candidates are able to ask any questions. After the presentation portion, candidates will be assigned a Zoom breakout room where they will answer a group discussion and work on a group activity. If we feel you are a great fit for the STEMx tutoring program, you will be invited to join EnCorps as a volunteer tutor and receive a commitment letter and instructions for completing an online background check within 3 days. EnCorps wants to ensure our tutors are fully prepared to work with students. The STEMx Tutor program offers a wide range support for our tutors. Currently, our support services include our STEMx Tutor Coordinator, who is there to help tutors with any questions regarding student progress, school communications, and curriculum support. We also have a virtual group orientation where you will talk about student interactions, tutor outcomes, and curriculum outlook. We host these virtual group orientation sessions typically twice a month. If you are invited to be a STEMx tutor, you will receive an email asking you to sign up for this specific orientation. You need to do this orientation in order to begin tutoring a student. We also have an EnCorps online training module that we have developed to help support tutors. You will receive mentorship from EnCorps staff and an experienced teacher. EnCorps also offers 3 signature learning events each year, a fall, spring, and summer institute, and as a STEMx tutor, you are invited to participate in these signature learning events. You will also be joining a collaborative cohort of peers to share ideas, support, and exchange best practice solutions. A lot of our tutors utilize a Slack channel where they can connect with one another, share ideas, and get to know each other. There will also be an opportunity for you to transition into the STEM Teaching Fellowship after a semester of service if you discover you love working with students and want to be in the classroom more. This could be a great gateway into teaching full-time. On a similar note, I want to highlight what we expect when you commit to being a STEMx tutor. You're committing to attending one virtual group orientation offered twice monthly or a pre-recorded orientation. You're committing to tutoring virtually twice per week for a total of 2 hours for at least 2 semesters. It's set up at a time that works for you, the student, and the caregiver. We also ask that you work with our program coordinator, Laura, and a school site coordinator to collaborate and coordinate support for your student. While you are not a part of their math class on campus, you will have access to 2 coordinators that will keep you in the loop in regards to your students' academic progress and how they are doing in the classroom. The school site's coordinator is also there to answer any questions that you may have about your student. We ask that you maintain current and accurate data on each tutoring session. The last 15 minutes of each hour-long tutoring session will be designated for record keeping, such as writing notes, logging how the session went, and how the student is performing. That information goes back to the school site coordinator, who will discuss with the student's teacher as well as their caregivers. We also ask that our tutors have the ability to navigate Zoom and other online platforms. And lastly, we ask for a certain amount of flexibility, and this just means a general flexibility, such as potential updates to our program, being understanding if a student missed a tutoring session, and changes to students' curriculum. I just want to circle back and say that EnCorps does offer a supported pathway into full-time teaching. The teaching fellowship still requires the same eligibility as the STEMx tutor program, and the expectation is that fellows commit to full-time teaching in the classroom within 1 to 3 years. If you or someone you know would be interested in our fellowship program, please have them contact us at apply@encorps.org, and we would be more than happy to answer any questions in regards to our fellowship program. We here at EnCorps value how creative the STEMx program is in that it allows you to provide hands-on experience to help guide and tutor your students that may be struggling with their math courses. Please feel free to email me with any questions that you may have, and I do look forward to seeing your applications come in. I strongly encourage applying as soon as possible so that we can make sure that you are assigned a student on time, as well as you have the availability to attend an orientation. With that said, I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to watch this recording, and I hope that you all have a great rest of your week.